So you mentioned a couple things which I didn't want to just go past because they're important. Bullet points. You said it helps you in defining your future career path. It helps you with meetings. It helps you with creating collaboration. It helps you in conflict situations. It should definitely probably be part of your leadership development program.
Yes.
Okay. So that's important. We mentioned beforehand, a lot of people might say this sounds a little bit like NLP, or some people might hear some Václavic or Viktor Frankl. I mean, they all revolve around the same topic because it's a dominant topic. I think one of the number one feedbacks you get for NLP or anything that has to do with identifying behavior and influencing, I'm going to use a neutral word intentionally. Some people will look at you and say, but isn't that a form of manipulation?
Then let's talk about manipulation. If you're doing things with a bad intention, the relationship sooner or later will break up. And from my point of view, you're influencing people from the breakfast until the breakfast. Your family, you were influencing me here too. You want to guide me through your topics. I want to influence you that I can bring my topics here. And is it okay? Yes, because this is an important thing. We both have a benefit out of it.
It's reciprocal.
It's okay.
It's reciprocal.
Okay. Yes.
And we discussed it beforehand, and there's a certain level of agreement, and there's a flow that's taking place. I often say that, for those people who kind of, do this with their nose and say, hey, that's manipulation. I'm like, look, if you were to map out the process of marketing, of motivation, of influence, and then map out the process of manipulation, the process is identical. The only thing, and this is really, really important, the difference is the intent. And to put it simple, in American terms, manipulation is always win-lose.
Correct.
And are we creating a win-win situation? Correct. Which brings us back to that concept. I think the real key to also PCM is, am I listening to others? Am I giving them respect? Do they feel involved? Do they feel, are they engaged? Do they, then it's not about who wins at the end of the day. And
then you make a difference. I think. And you make a difference that makes a difference in the relationship and in the results.
So for those of you out there, I'm definitely interested. I want to know this question, not just for them. So if you're not interested, I'm interested.
I have the form for you afterwards.
Where can one get a seminar like this?
As I mentioned, you can book a seminar with one of our trainers on the open seminars and get into contact in a 1, 2, or 3 day seminar.
We'll put the link to your website on here for anybody that's interested.
And once you're on the hook, you're interested on more. This is I had one of the trainers.
Is it a promise or a threat?
This is, I don't know. I'm not sure. I had one of the trainers. He called me. He's like, I'm interested in this education, this PCM. What can I expect? And I told him, like, once you attend the first seminar, we have you on the hook.
Okay.
And after the certification, he said, you were right.
Put a positive touch to that. What's the positive sell on?
The positive seller is you really learn a lot about yourself. You learn how to get into contact with people that you know, that you love in a different way. So your relationships will be better. And the most important thing, we will have a lot of fun.
So I guess the analogy would be also, for example, for those of people who do play tennis or something, you might be a sensational tennis player, but you still take part in workshops and training sessions because there's still something that you can perfect, and that's what you
and maybe
promise.
You always wondered why your forehand doesn't work that well, and then you have see a different way to use it and say, hey, now I can play the Champions League.